Hello, hope everyone is well. Today I'm going to do a reading on the boy in the box, who has currently been named Joseph Augustus Z. So, the boy in the box. This is what I got. I got the devil. Notice how these man and woman are in a box, telephone box, a prison. Um, Page of Pentacles. So I'm going to take note of the hair. I thought it is a girl, but um, the Hangman, which we got for Summer Wells. Seven of Pentacles. The Four Flowers. And the Sun with the Four Flowers. I got Map, Time, and the Prince, which I got for the Justin Evans case. So when I saw that, I immediately thought Canada. The other feeling I was getting is, you know how, or some of us, went to go live with families while our parents were trying to get it together. I got that feeling for this. So I don't know if he was with his parents. To me, this looks like his parents. They were here and then they arrived here, the son being, for me, the father. But maybe they were on drugs, maybe it was just a very unhealthy relationship and household. So the other thing I got was somewhere in the story they were saying something about when they found him, he had a very close to the head shaved haircut, but somewhere in the story there was a barber who said his older brother brought him in for a haircut, and they were a family of 6 boys and 1 girl. So going back to the Summer Wells, I don't remember how many brothers she had, but just multiple children, and one of them becomes a missing link. And then with this card, I don't know if the 4 represent his age, because I think that's how old he was when they found him. The 4 flowers. I mean, this family could have been thinking they were doing right by him. And what I also got, something happened here. It says a split second. Something happened in a split second. But he was found with multiple bruises. The other thing was, like I said, this was my Justin Evans card for Canada. And they said he was found with a particular blanket that's only made in North Carolina or Quebec. And I pulled these cards before this was all said. So, and then somebody said he did, going back to the barber, somebody said I don't know if it was the barber, but somebody in the story said he did have very long hair at one point. What else was I seeing? So let me read the prints. To study, and his emblem is the torque that choker around his neck. It is time to undergo the tests that put your aptitudes to task. Examinations, trials, interviews, or the grind of studying are the only way forward. If you love what you do, the outcome will be self evidently successful. So, all right, let me read the story behind it. Destined to be prominent in the affairs of his tribe, the prince studies the ways of sovereignty, but he may not necessarily become king if the tribe thinks him an unmanly wastrel. To become the instrument of the tribal will, he has to undergo tests. Although he is only Although he is only the son of a serving woman by the king, Naal shows early promise and considerably more interest in the nature of kingship than his more nobly born half-brothers. Naal submits to the arduous tests. Oh, so maybe like maybe they had a family of six, and he maybe um, this is just my speculation or questioning. Maybe the mom had an affair, and he wasn't the same as the other children. Um, so Niall shows early promise and considerably more interest in the nature of kingship than his more nobly born half-brothers. Niall submits to the arduous tests that the king's druid sets. He passes all the tests until alone of all alone of all his half-brothers, he agrees to kiss the hag who guards the only source of water. As he does so, the hag turns into the beautiful goddess of sovereignty and acclaims him as the royal successor. Niall faithfully upholds his mother's rights, and his half-brothers do homage to him. I don't know where this fits in besides for he was placed in a blanket in the box, and kind of going back to just that maybe his family was Canadian. I, um, I'll link the segment I watched down below, but I believe they were in Pennsylvania. He was found in Pennsylvania, across the street from a wayward girl's house. Okay, so the map. And this talks about the East. Navigation, X marks the spot, archaeology, ancient sea map, military planning, prehistory, explorer, lost city, pirate map, national parks, coordinates, treasure, trigonometry, radar. In time, zones, fourth dimension, AM, PM, countdown, deadline, slow-mo, death row, bomb, space-time, overtime, dying, split second, history, light speed, memory, time machine, calendar, and clock. So I'm going to get some cards on these two. What else did I want to ask? Oh, that was the other thing. So a hat seller said that they remembered somebody coming in, a younger blonde man, to get a hat made, and they only made 12 of these hats. A hat was found, I believe, at or around the crime scene. So the other thing was the box that he was found in. They went to investigate that, and it carried bassinets from like Sears or J.C. Penney or something, and they only shipped 12 into that area. And this is bringing me back to the 12 here with the hangman. So maybe somebody, could be a Pisces, could be the dad had a drinking problem and an accident happened. I don't think it was malicious. I think it was neglect. Um, that's not okay. And the other thing, and the other thing I was getting is maybe this kid was very intelligent and somebody envied that, an adult, and being a child. With the studying and these two talking about studying. All right, let's get some cards for these three. Can you give me a card here? I have one card for map and one card for time, please. Take one from the bottom. Map, baboon. And time, flip phone. Friends. So, again, I think this child was in the care of other people because I don't think that the parents could care for them for some reason. I don't know why I'm getting this. Map. Baboon. Adapt, accommodate, and flexible. So he had to become, he was sent somewhere else. Adapt, and he had to adapt to it. And I don't think whoever was taking care of him could. And I think it was something to do with the family's friends, parents' friends. Time, flip phone, which I got for the Shanquilla case not too long ago. Serious, down to business, diligent. So something had to be done, and it had to be done quickly, is what I'm getting from that. Tell me about, excuse me, the prince. Tell me about the prince. Bees? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Bees? Okay, this is weird. Insane person. Read bees. Bees. Busy, work, hustle. Yeah, something. He went to live somewhere else. Something happened in a split second, which needed to be cleaned up. This guy, whoever he is, brought him to the spot where he was found, and I know there was a tire there. When you see, if you go Google it, the picture, there was a tire right next to the box. And then bees In some cultures, when a bee is chasing someone, that means that they are participating or thinking immoral thoughts with children. So maybe something happened so something wouldn't happen, because they did say he was sexually untouched. Insane person, he was neglected in health ways, but no sexual assault. Um, Again, and these two came out for Shanquilla Robinson. So it could be a hairdresser, it could be a woman business owner, it could be something to do with friends, betraying people that you think are friends, but they end up betraying you. Like, I send you my child and he ends up murdered or dead. Sorry. So insane person. Psychiatry, killer, medication, eccentricity, eccentricity, mental hospital, forced commitment, fanatic, Looney Tunes, padded walls, paranoid, delusional, therapy, schizophrenia, lost marbles. Um, so I believe this is a 65-year-old case, and it just got solved with his identity being known a day or two ago. Sorry. Let me get one more card. Joseph, what would you say if you could say something? What would you have us know? What would you have us know? Relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. In this three-dimensional world, excuse me, in which we live, there is a sense that we are separate from one another, and also that we meet by chance. This is an illusion. There are people in our lives. The people in our lives are drawn to us and are here for a reason. It is through sharing experiences and having relationships with others that we begin to understand ourselves. When someone appears in your life, you must see what is not resolved or whole in the person and understand the lessons he or she brings home to you. You draw others to you like magnets in order to learn various aspects of yourself. The people you have close relationships with on earth are usually members of your soul family. You have chosen to incarnate together to help each other learn lessons, even though it may not seem that way to you now. Once a lesson is learned, don't be surprised if that person fades away. People are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. So I don't know if this is speaking of Joseph's relationship with his parents, or the people I'm thinking were taking care of him, or Joseph's relationship with the people they thought were friends and allowed to take care of their son, or the relationship between Joseph and his parents. Okay, thank you.